What's up, guys? MDevil21 here. Got an episode of IWNL, an actual tournament report. I know I haven't been doing too many of them. Haven't been doing too great this Battle Road season in comparison to last Battle Road season during spring, but I've been doing okay. So this is actually a tournament report, and the first one was on Saturday, and that one was in Anthem, Arizona, at the Anthem Outlet Mall, yeah. That one, I did pretty good, actually. I just built this Hydreigon Darkrai deck. Never played with it before the tournament. Played like a few games on PlayTCG, but never played with it in real life at all. Just played a few games on practice. And I really like the deck. I think, well, obviously it's like super popular and it's winning a bunch of tournaments and doing really well nationwide, all that good stuff. So obviously it's proven that it's a good deck. But I just wanted to try it out. So I built it. And that's the cool thing about Battle Roads. I've been using different decks like every tournament. So like if you can pick up some championship points by doing different decks, you can like get a better like hold of what the meta is and what deck suits your playstyle best. Like last season I actually made 5 top 4s with like 3 or 4 different decks at Battle Roads, like the Terrakion, Eels, the Darkrai deck that I played with a lot before I went to Nationals. So yeah, I just wanted to try a bunch of different decks to see what I want to play for regionals. I am, as of right now, 100% planning on going to Northern California Regional, so if you're going to be there, say what's up. So it should be fun. I don't know what I'm going to play yet, but I don't know if I'm even considering these 2 decks that I played this weekend, but I don't know. Maybe, you never know. So, okay, yeah, so that day I did start out 3-0, which was really good. And then the 4th round, the first 3 rounds, I think they were all pretty easy. I can't really remember on Saturday. So it wasn't too tough. And then the 4th round, I actually lost the 4th one to David, who's a new kid. He just moved up to Masters. And it was my fault. I had the game too, and I just blew it. Like, I still had a chance to win. Like, if I would have drawn a catcher in my last, 3 turns after he ended me multiple times, I would have won. And then I ended him down to 2, and he got a Juniper that got him the catcher, which won him the game. But, I still had a chance at the very end, because I had a big lead, and then I lost it because he, killed 2 Darkrai's in 2 turns with Terrakion or something, and I lost because of that. But what had happened was I didn't see the Eviolite on his Terrakion when I went to hit it with the Dragon Blast attack, which does 140, which normally kills a Terrakion that has 130 HP, but I didn't see the Eviolite on it because it was underneath, and then he slid it out to the side and was like, no knockout, and I was like, okay, whatever. So 140 minus 20, only 120 doesn't kill a Terrakion. So yeah, that's why I lost that one. But it was still super close, and yeah, it's good for him because he's new, and that was actually the best he'd ever done. So he actually finished 4-2, and he got some championship points, which was good for him because he hadn't gotten any before in the season. Yeah, the next round after that, I played against my teammate Joseph, and he was actually paired down. We actually had a really good matchup. He was beating me the whole game, and then I was putting damage on his field, and he wasn't able to max potion because he had discarded them with a Juniper or something, where he was playing the Hydreigon Darkrai as well. Almost the exact same list. I'd built him one, and then he changed 2 cards out of it, so a little bit different. But so yeah, we just had a really close game, and then I had 2 catchers in my hand to win the game. So I catchered 1, killed the Darkrai, and then if we went into the last turn of time. He was turn 2, I was turn 3, and if it would have got to my turn, I had the catcher for the win. So I end him down to 1 again, and his 1 card is the catcher that wins him the game. So he gets the catcher, and he catchers up my Sableye, which I don't even know why I laid it down. Like, I used it for junk hunt earlier, and then it was just sitting there for the whole game, and that was the only thing he was able to kill. I had all fresh, I had fresh Hydreigon and then fresh Darkrais, and they couldn't be killed because he didn't have enough energy to do the Hydreigon attack. He didn't have a Hydreigon left. He only had Darkrais left, and he wouldn't be able to knock out any of my Darkrais or my Hydreigon. But yeah, it was a good game, but came down to the wire. So I was 3-2 at that point, and then the last round I played against CJ. He's a good player, and we came down to actually turn 3 of time, and I had 3 catchers left of my 9-card deck. I played Juniper, got 2 catchers, and I just catchered 2 turns in a row and knocked out 2 Mewtwo's. Knocked out Mewtwo and Ho-Oh 2 turns in a row. So that won me that game. So I ended up getting 6th place, and I was the highest ranked 4-2. Joseph actually won, so good job there, Joseph. Shout out. So that's our second tournament win as a team, I guess, because I won 1 and he won 1. And yeah, so that was it. So I got 6th place, I got 6 championship points, and yeah, that put me up to 27. Yeah, because I have 1 first and then 2 top 8s. So I don't really want to count those top 8s as points because you can only count 6 battle roads anyway. So I'm hoping to get 6 top 4s with this battle roads and the next battle roads combined. But sometimes you never know. Sometimes I might need those 6 points in the future. So it's nice to have them, but I don't really want to count them anyway. So out of the next season of battle roads, I'm hoping to do better so that I can get more top 4s. But whatever. Okay. So I ended up 4-2, 6th place, got my 6 championship points. I used these Dragon Selection sleeves. They're the mini set that's actually about to come out in the form of our Dragon Volt boxes or whatever, blister pack things. The one that has the Rayquaza in it, which is dope, which is a big deal. And then, my friend Chaz gave me this. If you've already seen the other video, but yeah, he gave me the sleeves, so I figured, hey, might as well use them. So I don't know if Chaz is gonna go with us to regionals. Right now he's in the car, but he's part of the plan, but I don't know if he's gonna come up with the money for gas. And we're gonna actually go to Six Flags too, which is gonna be awesome. So yeah, cool. Okay, so I used that and that, cool. And I used the Darkrai playmat, which I only used that one because I forgot my other playmat at home and I just left it. So, okay, that's for that tournament. 6th place, 6 championship points. I'm up to 27. That's nice. Cool. Yeah. So I played the Hydreigon. That was fun. Next tournament, I went with these guys. Durant and Garbodor. With this fancy schmancy box that I really like with all the cute little Pokemon on it and the Kyurem's little Oshawott there. That's kind of cool looking. But yeah, take a look at that box. It's got so much craziness going on it. And then yeah, it's flipped over, so the inverse side is the white Kyurem, and he's got lots of crazy guys jumping all over him too. So I like that box a lot. I think it's cool. And then for that tournament I used these sleeves, the Axie sleeves. And I actually played with Christie's playmat. Christy wasn't at either one of these tournaments, but I played with Christie's Hello Kitty playmat, and I played with Christie's Axie sleeves. So that's kind of in honor of Christy, because last season Christy played Durant the entire season because she was really good with it, and that was the one deck that she really liked. Okay. And when we went out to California Marathon, she got beat by it 3 rounds in a row and was like, I want to play that. So that's basically what happened. So in this tournament, started out 3-0 again. First round, I played against a Eel deck by this guy, George. He's always right on the fringe of making top cut, and he's always doing pretty well. He plays usually weird decks, but different, not weird, but not the main meta deck. And but he was playing Eels, so Eels with the Rayquaza Eels. So we played. I ended up winning. He got the Registeel, which was kind of scary against me because he could like hit all my Durants for like 30, 30, 30, and that was kind of getting scary, but I could hit the Crushing Hammers and the Enhanced Hammers and get rid of his energy. So yeah, that one actually went into time, and I needed like the last Devour to get rid of all of his cards. So, but he only took, I think, 2 prizes, maybe 3. Yeah, he took 3 prizes. So he took 3 prizes, and then I almost lost because of time. Okay, round 2, I played against this other guy. His name is Kajijo. He's new, but he's been doing real well. Real cool dude. Yeah, so he was playing Red Closet Eels as well. He never really knew what Durant was until we played, because he had never played during the last season. So, and Durant's not really a thing right now. So, as the first time I announced Devour, he was like, "What?" And then he looked and he like read the card, and it discarded a bunch of cards off the top of his deck, and he was like, "Oh." So that one was kind of different, and I think he only took 1 prize. He like killed a Trubbish because he knew what Trubbish was, and then he like catchered and killed one. So he killed the Trubbish, and yeah, and then I ended up winning. That one didn't go into time. Third game, so I'm 2-0. Third game, I'm playing against this guy, Tafik. He normally doesn't do all that great, but this is like his first tournament he played like this season. I think he played like 1 or 2 other ones, but yeah, normally he like floats right around like 500. So like usually 3-3 or 2-4, or I think he's had like 1, 4-2 before, but mostly like 3-3 type. And he was playing Zoroark. No, wait, not Zoroark. Was he playing Zoroark? Zoroark Mewtwo? Garbodor. Zoroark Mewtwo Garbodor. And we basically, neither of us had a supporter for like 10 turns. And I was devouring him a little bit, but not like a whole lot, because neither of us had played a supporter for like the first 10 turns of the game. And I finally top deck an N. I think he played a Sharon, which got him a few, but I top deck an N like the 10th, literally like the 10th turn. And I top decked this Sharon, and what happened? Oh no, I top decked an N. I played the N, and we realized that he hadn't put out his prizes. So the judge comes over and is like, "Oh well, blah blah blah." Like, he didn't play any. No, like there's apparently this new rule. Like, if you don't play any search, like if you play as many search cards as you play, that's how many prize penalties you get. So if you play like Ultra Ball, Level Ball, Silent, I guess, like how many times you go into your deck to search, that's how many prize penalty you will get for not putting out your prizes. I don't know where that came from, or like what that is about, if that's actually going on in your tournaments too. But apparently that's the new rule, versus like just like a standard 1 prize penalty or like a game loss or whatever. But so he basically just like scooped the game, and he was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. He hadn't taken a prize, obviously, because he would have noticed his prizes weren't out. But he just like was like, okay, never mind, because his deck was pretty low as it was. So yeah, that's what happened in game 3. So game 4, so I'm 3-0 with Durant. Awesome, right? So game 4, I get to the same guy, CJ, who I played in the previous tournament, who we had the real back and forth, real intense matchup. And I basically strand his Dino up in the front, and he headbutts me a few times, and his Dino is stuck there because I like Crushing Hammer every time he tries to attach an energy, and he can't retreat it because it has a 2 retreat cost, and the Garbodor is preventing the retreat from, what's it called? Darkrai. Takes away Darkrai's power, the Garbodor does. So we had a real close match. He catches up my Garbodor, so basically what had happened was, we were basically just draw passing, both of us. and he has like 6 cards less. No, like 4 cards less in his deck than I have, and we both just draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, pass. Time gets called with like, he has like 4 cards left in his deck, 3 cards left in his deck, and I have like 7 cards left in my deck. And I can't get the Garbodor out of the active because my last switch was prized. So I actually lose that game in time. He only took 1 prize, but I lose that game in time because it just happened. Because basically, it's real tough, like, in time, because I take no prizes, so I just lost that one. So 3-1. Still feeling like I could still get top 4 or whatever. That would be nice with Durant. Get some championship points. 5th round. Who do I play against? I can't even remember. Oh, this guy Jacob, who's playing Rayquaza Eels. So this is my 3rd Rayquaza Eels of the day. I catch her up in electric. He actually starts attaching to it. He had to play Juniper like his 3rd turn or something because he had nothing, and he discarded 3 of his switches. So I had known that. So every time I'd catch her up things, and he'd have to retreat them, and it was like super tough. But he had an electric. He was actually getting rid of my Garbodors. He killed 2 of my Garbodors, but then I always have like rescue scarfs on them. So he was dynamotoring a little bit, because I didn't get a fast Garbodor that game, actually, is what happened. I remember he dynamotored for a while. So we had a good amount of energy on board. But then I ended up stranding a eel, and I think he took like 2 prizes. 2 prizes he took in that game. And I ended up winning that one pretty easily. Because once I stranded up an eel, he like attached 3 energies to it, and I had 2 catchers in my hand, so I was gonna like catch her at 2 turns in a row, but he just electric balled me for 50. Oh, for 30 because I had an Eevee on my Durant. So yeah, that's what had happened was. So I knew if he like retreated it, I would just catch it the next turn. Sure, he could take a knockout with one of his attackers, but then he wouldn't be able to retreat the eel again. So that's what happened in that matchup. Won that one. Okay, next round. So I'm 4-1. 1 away from getting a top 4, possibly. With Durant, of all things. And so I'm playing against my actually I'm playing against my cousin's dad. So kind of like my uncle. He used to be my uncle, but then he got divorced from my aunt, so kind of like my uncle, kind of. But I'm playing against him, and we're like joking around and doing whatever. It's turn 1. Turn 1, I get a pretty good setup. Like, I'm all set up. I got Trubbish, I got I got 2 Trubbishes, both with rescue scars, and I'm like ready to start going. And then after that, so he gets a Mewtwo, or he has a Mewtwo and a Tynamo. And then he like plays a Juniper, draws a bunch of cards, and then he plays some of the cards out of his hand, and he plays the Ultra Ball, searches out for another Mewtwo, so I guess he's going to be using Mewtwo's to kill my Garbodors, I guess is his plan. And what had happened was he shuffled his hand into his deck from the Ultra Ball. So he played Ultra Ball, shuffled his hand into his deck when he like shuffled his deck after the Ultra Ball. And so the judges came over and gave him a game loss. He redrew 4 cards because he had 4 cards in his hand. Like, we knew that he had 4 cards, but he didn't remember what the 4 were, and I definitely didn't know what the 4 were. And so he actually, they gave him a game loss, and so I won that one. But we ended up playing, and he ended up taking 2 prizes on me. Like, he like redrew 4 cards for like his hand, and he ended up just taking 2 prizes. And yeah, we like played it out, and it was tough. He was pretty frustrated that he made like that type of mistake, but like those things happen to everyone. I know. I've like had like procedural type mistakes before, but none that have like given me a game loss before. But it's really tough. But yeah, so I did get this guy right here. 3rd place victory cup, so that's my 2nd cup of the year. I won 1 first place and 1 3rd. Shout out to Rachel She actually won the tournament 6-0, and that was her 3rd win of the season. So she is freaking tearing it up right now. 3 wins and 2 other top 4s. So Rachel's really doing really well. Shout out to her. Yeah. So I won that Victory Cup, which I'm very proud of. I love my Victory Cups that I win. So my 2nd one of the season. And then my 2 Dragons Exalted packs, which Christy will open. I'll put a link in the description below. So we'll have her do that. So yeah, the good old buddy Durant, who I played with him at States, and I probably shouldn't have because it was dumb, but I like that guy. He's a good little bugger there. So he devours. I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing it. It was a lot of fun. It seemed basically unbeatable because none of my opponents took more than 3 prizes, and the only one I lost was because of time, which I would have won if time wasn't the issue. So yeah, 2 Dragons Exalted packs. We'll open those later. We got more tin openings coming. We got 3 unopened tins still. We're going to get some Dragon Vault stuff coming out here soon, so we'll have some openings for that. Stay tuned for that. Axu is kind of cool right there. So yeah, and yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And with that 10 points, championship points, I'm up to 37. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I got a top 4 to finish the season. So real happy about getting another top 4. And that was what was important. Win would have been nice, and I felt like this was my tournament to win. So 2 wins is really my goal for the season. 2 wins with 4 other top 4s is my goal. So that would be nice, but hey, can't win them all. It was real close. I could have won this one. When Rachel found out what I was playing, she was like, "Good Lord, I'm so happy I didn't play against you because I would have lost." And I was like, whatever, you did good, you earned it. So Rachel's been killing it. She's definitely by far the best player in Arizona right now, just murdering everything. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Good old buddy Durant signing off, and we will see you again next time here on IWNL. See you guys.